All right, this whole thing with Gayle King and Snoop Doggy Dogg. Let's talk about it real quick. For one, Gayle King, regardless if the network tricked you or not, you should have known better not to say nothing like that. You should have known better to try to push the whole issue and try to say it was his legacy or ask if him sleeping with that girl consensually, she didn't want to test it. And then you had the nerve to say, yeah, he was acquitted because she didn't want to testify. Yeah, like you just kept pushing, regardless if you seen the whole thing or not. And you gonna tell Lisa, she's like, I've never seen Kobe even treat a woman like that, So you gonna say, well, you wouldn't see it, or however that went. Like you wouldn't see if Kobe was that aggressive towards women, like because you're too close to him, you're his friend, like Yo, even if you saw the whole interview or just a part of the interview, it didn't matter. The questions you were asking and the way you were asking them, it's just was going to make nobody comfortable whatsoever. Why are you even bringing that up? He got some loving on the side, okay? No big deal. That's between him and his wife. You know what I'm saying? He came back, and got his wife a big old ring, and got her, four children, what I'm saying, doing his thug nizzle. People make mistakes. And the man, and it was thrown out of court because that white woman didn't even want to testify in court because she knew she was running around with a bunch of people and she just happened to score the big one. And Kobe had to pay for it because she made up some false allegations because that man did not rape that girl. You know what I'm saying? They had consensual sex. Okay, it may have been morally wrong, but he didn't do nothing against the law. You know what I'm saying? Happens all the time. How many times have we seen big names go down because of something, because a groupie bit the truth and told a lie? What happened to Tupac? Some girl said that he raped her. He ain't had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? It was, some dudes that he knew. They had nothing to do with it. What happened to Mike Tyson? That girl came to his room with a nightgown on, ready to get busy. They had consensual sex. She went and made up a lie. Both those men had went to jail. We seen it all the time. And then when you look at the Lakers as a whole team and the basketball industry, when have the Lakers ever been like, you know, the team to look after for as a moral compass? I mean, come on, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, they were sleeping with all kind of women. Ain't nobody come out with no kind of goofy allegations like that because that's the culture. That's what they did. Okay, so Kobe got some on the side. He was lonely, whatever. He was out of town. And the chick was with it. Get out of here. That's not the man's legacy. How's it gonna affect his legacy if he kept doing it and kept going around and doing this? If he was found guilty, if this woman testified and said he was guilty, just like the Me Too movement, then okay, I can be like, all right, they found him guilty of that, and they had staunch evidence that he did that, like it wasn't a lie. That isn't what happened. She was like, nah, get out of here. She got some money and ran on about her business. Like, okay, why would you even bring that up? You should be celebrating that man. He never did nothing to you. You people in the media got a habit of doing that. And you got caught with your pants down because you a black woman and you should have known better. And these people talking about going after Snoop Doggy Dogg need to shut up. Listen, I'm not a fan of Snoop Dogg. I'm not a fan of, well, I was a fan of that 187. But, his first album, I was a fan. Okay. But I wasn't a fan of Kobe Bryant. The dude lived his life. He has a beautiful family. Y'all should be celebrating that man, and that's it, and that's all. Leave Snoop alone. That was his homie. He felt some type of way, and he has the right to come out talk about shut all the way up. Mind your tongue when you talking about his homeboy. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I feel about it. You was talking about my homeboy too. I'd be like, shut all the way up with that. We don't care about you not going to work and you staying inside and Oprah crying. We don't care. We don't care nothing about that. Watch your mouth. Watch what you say. You know what I'm saying? The fans got power in the media just like you do. I'm out.